Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to P4P TV. This is Michael and it's been a while, but I'm back! Only days away from the biggest night and opportunity in his career, Australian super featherweight sensation Liam Wilson will challenge one of the biggest hitters and finishers in boxing, Emanuel Navarrete. The Mexican Navarrete will be fighting in his 6th division when both he and Wilson meet in Glendale, Arizona, a state becoming more synonymous with the sport of boxing on Friday the 3rd of February 2023. The prize is the vacant WBO Super Featherweight title, a title stripped from Shakur Stevenson after he missed weight in his last title defense. Originally, the bout was between Navarette and Oscar Valdez, but Valdez withdrew due to an injury, giving Wilson his opportunity. It's a big moment for the Aussie and an even bigger challenge going up against the formidable Vaquero. Emanuel Vaquero Navarrete has been sending opponents to the shadow realm for most of his pro career, and who knows how many bodies have been bagged throughout his amateur career back in Mexico. In fact, Vaquero has more than double the KO victories than Wilson has pro bouts. The 2-division champ will be making a bid to become a 3-division champion following the WBO route, which has been his trajectory throughout most of his career. Amassing a record of 36 wins with 30 by way of KO and just the one loss with no draws, Navarrete has had it mostly his way and has done what was required of him as a fighter thus far. However, a cursory look over his resume and one could draw the conclusion that he's really only been tested by fighters approximating world-class level on a couple of occasions. In fact, Oscar Valdez, if Navarrete got the opportunity to meet him in the ring and the original plans didn't fall through, arguably would have been Navarrete's toughest opponent. I'm sure some will disagree with this assessment and maybe offer up Isaac Dogbo as Navarrete's toughest opponent, and although it's true that Dogbo went the distance in his first encounter with Navarrete and almost went the distance in their rematch, Oscar Valdez, on the other hand, if we're going to do the boxing triangle theory, went the distance with arguably one of the best talents in boxing, Shakur Stevenson, and that was at a higher weight. I don't believe that Dogbo could have gone the distance with Stevenson. As for the now hypothetical bout between Valdez and Navarrete, which may still happen sometime down the road, that would have been action-packed and, in my opinion, a difficult one to pick. Nonetheless, the reality is that Navarrete is a strong puncher, creative puncher with creative shot selections, an effective applier of pressure, and he is a durable, tough fighter with a great gas tank. I would like to see him apply these attributes against high-caliber, top-tier opposition so that we can gauge where he really stands. And I know that every Aussie tuning into this bout, along with the Wilson team, will believe and hope that Liam can not just offer up stiff resistance, but actually beat Navarrete. Liam Mr. Damage Wilson must have felt like Charlie Bucket, only without the mooching grandparents lazing about in a queen-size bed when he was given the golden ticket to face Navarrete after Valdez pulled a sickie. The Queenslander, without hesitation, grabbed the moment with both hands, but it hasn't come without some complication. Team Wilson hastily set up camp in the United States and not too long after had to leave their US fight camp based at Headbangers Gym in Washington, D.C., a gym operated by highly respected US boxing coach Barry Hunter, in order to address issues with his visa. Wilson had to leave the United States only weeks out from the fight, find another gym to train at. In this case, a temporary camp was arranged for the Wilson team in the United Kingdom during their stay there, all the while maintaining a steely focus on the challenge ahead. It's a good thing that Wilson's crisis in confidence, an episode that plagued Liam after his first and only defeat, a TKO loss at the hands of Filipino Joe Nonay back in 2021. Thankfully, those demons have been exorcised. Wilson took the visa woes in his stride and now everything seems to be back on track. Both Wilson and Navarrete have a single loss to their records. Wilson, who sports a record of 11 wins with 7 of them coming by way of knockout and 1 loss by TKO, suffered his loss fairly recently, whereas Navarrete suffered his early in his career, over a decade ago in fact. It's safe to say that Navarrete has grown accustomed to winning. In terms of pro experience, Navarrete has this edge over Wilson, but Wilson comes into this fight with a few advantages in his favour. He's slightly younger and will have some height over Navarrete, but he gives away a couple of inches on reach. Despite the reach disadvantage, Wilson is fairly slick and has good movement and range management, something he can utilize against Navarette's pressure when he pushes forward to press the action. In Wilson's last fight against Matthias Rader, he proved that he can go to war too, and that was a cracker. Wilson is also a patient fighter with decent shot selection, and he too carries some pop in his punches. These two fighters have a couple of other things in common as well. Both are excellent body punchers, and both fighters get hit and often. So given that either fighter can hurt the other if they land clean, it will be a battle of wills and durability to see who comes out on top. If I'm wrong, I'm happy to rub my nose in the armpits of a hefty, purple-haired Antifa chick who wears her underarm hair El Natural, but I desperately want Liam Wilson to win. Being Aussie, and I'm literally writing this a day after Australia Day celebrations here in Oz, so I'm filled with both patriotism and lager, I want Liam to get that belt, but he's been stopped before, and Navarrete does have that stopping power. I can't base my pick on who I want to win, only who I think will win, and I think Navarrete gets it. I hope that I am dead wrong. Remember to jab that like, share, subscribe, and notification bell. Check out our Patreon page to become a Patreon family member where you will receive some cool perks. If you're looking for some new threads, we've got t-shirts, hoodies, and much more. So head on over to our Michael Akobi Pound for Pound TV stores. They can be found on Redbubble and Spreadshop. Join me on my travels and head on over to my other YouTube channel titled Barefoot and Free. There you can follow me as I traverse the many parts of our planet and occasionally get into a spot of bother. Nonetheless, it's always fun and entertaining. If you're struggling with some of life's obstacles and challenges, my book, How to Get Out of Life Traps, might just be the answer that you're looking for to help guide you through the difficult times. It's helped many get past some of their darkest moments, and it might do the same for you. You can purchase it on Amazon, where you can also find a wide range of my other works. Those works include screenplay to book adaptations, a fairly unique concept, with genres covering comedy, heist and revenge, drama, supernatural and crime, if that's more your cup of tea. You can find them by following the link provided. Thank you for watching Pound for Pound TV. Please remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell for future updates. See you in the next one.